Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakah Kadash. Let's say double honor to the apostle, elders, a great millstone who teaches words in sincerity and truth to the hopeful elect scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth. It's Brother Wasp. I want to get into this lesson dealing with each saw's futurism and his technology.
Proto-Alpha, the most human-like robot ever built, and it runs on water. Developed by Clone Robotics, its skeleton isn't just a metal frame. It actually has 206 3D printed bones with joints that move just like ours. But skeletons need muscles to function, and that is where something called myofibers come in. They are basically synthetic muscle fibers designed to mimic real human muscles. What's wild is how each fiber weighs only as much as a paperclip, but can lift a whole kilogram. And guess what? There are over 1,000 of them working together to create this fluid, human-like movement. What's mind-blowing is how the robot is powered. There are no traditional motors or gears. Instead, a 500-watt pump, the size of a human heart, pushing pressurized water through tiny channels, just like blood vessels powering muscles with precision and control. And just like us, it has a built-in nervous system too.
And just like to say for purpose use is just for educational purposes that I'm using this video for edification and public knowledge. I have no rights to this. This is just a fair use.
Packed with 4 depth cameras, 320 pressure sensors, and 70 motion sensors, all feeding real-time data into an NVIDIA Jetson Thor GPU running Cybernet in its skull. It can basically see, sense, and react. Now imagine this biomechanical body that moves like us paired with an AI that thinks like us. Exciting, yes, but equally scary.
2 weeks ago, President Donald Trump...
Let me just go back to the video again.
This is Proto-Alpha, the most human-like robot ever built, and it runs on water. Developed by Clone Robotics, its skeleton isn't just a metal frame. It actually has 206 3D printed bones with joints that move just like ours. But skeletons need muscles to function, and that is where something called myofibers come in. They are basically synthetic muscle fibers designed to mimic real human muscles. What's wild is how each fiber weighs only as much as a paperclip, but can lift a whole kilogram. And guess what? There are over 1,000 of them working together to create this fluid, human-like movement. What's mind-blowing is how the robot is powered. There are no traditional motors or gears. Instead, a 500-watt pump, the size of a human heart, pushing pressurized water through tiny channels, just like blood vessels powering muscles with precision and control. And just like us, it has a built-in nervous system too, packed with 4 depth cameras, 320 pressure sensors, and 70 motion sensors, all feeding real-time data into an NVIDIA Jetson Thor GPU running Cybernet in its skull. It can basically see, sense, and react. Now imagine this biomechanical body that moves like us paired with an AI that thinks like us. Exciting, yes, but equal.
Yeah, so, this is Esau's technology, and we're in that age of the revealing of what's going to be brought forth down the road, which is that the mark, right? You all should know what that is, right? So we're only here to edify and expound on what is going to be brought forth in these last days, because there's really nothing left for this place but prophecy, right? And vanity of this place. So this place is finished because of how the Most High set it up, right? Better the end of a thing than the beginning. So let me just grab this and so freeze. Okay, so it says here, start at 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. Um, the image of the beast is going into Esau's system, right? And his technology, his technocratic system, um, man merging with machine, right? And everything being documented transcription wise, right? Where he can pull up files on you with a matter of seconds. So this is Esau's God complex um, that the Most High has, but Esau's doing it in technology wise way of doing it for his benefit, right? Which is against the scriptures, which is being antichrist. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, let me get this here. Uh, so the word here is charagma, right? A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand or the badge of the follower of the Antichrist. Mark branded upon horses. Things carved, sculptured, graven work of idolatry images. Scratch an itching stamp or sculptured figure, graven mark. So it's the mark of the Antichrist. If you have that, you're an Antichrist for having the getting this embedded in your flesh, whether it be in your forehead or in your left or right arm or any part of your body. Yeah, that's what this is. Right, so that's that. Let me continue back where I was. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore and 6, which is 666, as it says right here in NLT as well. Okay, and it's a mark for disobedience, right? Because it separates from. Let me get that one. Because there's a mark of exemption and then there's a mark of damnation. Um, oops. This is Ezekiel 9 and 4. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." So there's a different mark here, and I'm going to prove that, which going into the lexicon. Excuse for my sickness. Sorry about it. It says here mark. Thawa. Thawa. It says here desire mark. Mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. A mark by implication of signature. Desire mark. Absolute mark on the forehead, signs of exemption from judgment. Written mark. That does finish. Okay. On Job as well. Yep, so it's a mark of exemption. So that is so. Verse 5, and it says, "And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity." So, which is referring to the, I'm going to read more, so like 6, slay utterly old, young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man, upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house, and he said unto them to defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth, and they went forth and slew in the city. So we are slaughterhouse, man. And it says even worse in NLT, 6 verse here. So, matter of fact, I'll read it. I'll just start at 5. It said, I'll read it 6. It says, "Kill them all, old and young, girls and women and little children, but do not touch any with the mark," which is a mark of exemption. Tawah began right here at the temple. So they began by killing the 70 leaders. Yeah, so the judgment starts with who knows the truth and is not dealing with the truth according to the sound doctrine. You're going off. It starts with those men first, and then those that don't know or they came across it, and the Most High is putting them on the target list. So everybody's on the hit list, right? Really, but there's an exemption, which is Thawa, who the Most High deems worthy that they did what they were told, which is to keep this word and feed the flock and do this work in sincerity and truth. Right? So divide the truth righteously, right? So that you can separate what is not sound doctrine to what is for edification. Because there's a lot of bones in the meat which needs to be separated, which is something that I picked up from the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, to differentiate them, to make things brief, just as the scriptures is written in brief, but it's written in code for brothers in the know that sigh and cry, right? Those men that the Most High is going to redeem using His Son Yahushai to do His bidding. Just another one here. So Hebrews 12 and 16. I read it in NLT. It says here, make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who traded his birthright as the firstborn son for a single meal. So, you know, trying to put off this off your will, this testament, and to trade it in for the world, it won't work. So you will receive a judgment. So, that goes for ones who are in the truth and those that are still in the truth. You have to you gotta put all your mindset into this truth, with fear and trembling. That's the main thing. Because you're accept you're we're worms. We're prisoners of war, and anything can happen to that the Most High has to test you with. He's going to test you, and it says a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. Gets back up to repent from what he did, or whatever the Most High is putting him through. That's what a righteous man will do. All right. So we're not exempt from curses. So you gotta. Everybody has a fiery trial. So that's what we're dealing with right now. But that, hopefully you're edified with that video. See if I probably put it up separate. So if anybody wants to scan the video for themselves or whatever, use it for their own edification purpose, and be my guest. With that, I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Hashem Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach us worth of sincerity and truth to the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. And hopefully you're edified. Shalom.